It's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another live album ranking, which means Friday. And also, these are the last two videos I am recording for a week. Having a break, as you all know. And we'll be back. I'll tell you at the end of the videos as well. I'll be back on the 9th of September. So today we're going to have a look at a really good power metal band from America. And they're called Kamelot. Now, they were formed in 1987 in Tampa, Florida, by Thomas Youngblood. They do mythical themes. It's just good old-fashioned power metal. If you like your power metal, you're gonna like these. We've already done a studio album ranking, but I thought I'd do this short little live one because the live albums are pretty good as well. And they've only, as I said, they've only released 3. All of them are good. So, here we go. So, coming in at number 3, from the year 2000, is their first live album called The Expedition. And there's also some recorded tracks in studio on here that, and they've re-recorded a song as well. And the concerts were recorded in Germany and Greece. Now, the band at the time were Roy Khan on vocals, Thomas Youngblood guitar and backing vocals, Glenn Barry on the bass, Casey Grillo on the drums, and Gunter Verno on keyboards. So, as with most of these power battles, you have this little intro and all these noises, which goes straight into a track off the fourth Legacy in Until Kingdom Come. It's such energy when this band come on stage. Casey on the drums, he's a great power metal drummer, very precise, excellent track. And then we have Expedition from Siege Perilous. Very good live. They all are. These tracks are really good live. They're great on the studio, but when they perform them live, they do bring them to life. Then we have the Shadow of Uther from the fourth Legacy, another excellent track. Then we go back to the Siege album for Millennium. Back to the fourth Legacy for A Sailor's Hymn, which is an absolutely belter. Then you have New Allegiance, fourth Legacy, wonderful track. The wonderful Call of the Sea from Eternity. Another couple of tracks from the fourth Legacy, Desert Rain and Nights of Arabia, which is brilliant on the studio version, but the live version is even better. So that's the last of the live tracks, and then we go into the studio tracks that they recorded. We Three Kings, this is an instrumental thing. It's a sort of epic. There's some great riffs here. It may be short, but they pack a lot in. It's got dramatics, it's got emotions. The guitar work by Thomas Youngblood is fantastic on that. It's just a killer track. One Day, this is a sort of an acoustic song. It's got some nice guitars on it. A great vocal from Ray. I love this track. It is really, really good. And then they re-record We're Not Separate. There's no much difference, although I did notice this is a bit more richer and fuller. It's a good song anyway, but I don't know why they re-recorded it, but this one does sound a little bit more beefier. This is a really good album, but it's got some good studio tracks on, but it just baffled me if they hadn't got enough material to put out as a full live album. Who knows? So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.6. Okay, coming in at number 2. Now, this was released in 2006, and it's the second album, and it's called One Cold Winter's Night. And it was recorded in 2006 in Oslo in Norway, and it marks the first appearance of Oliver Patoli on keyboards. So it's Roy Khan, Thomas Youngblood, Glenn Barry, Casey Grillo, Oliver Paulo Tile thing. Guest musicians, we have Simone Simmons, who's a great trap singer. We've got Mary Youngblood as well, Elizabeth Bath Roy, Elizabeth, I can't pronounce her name, Cajerns or something, Snowy Shore is on this as well. We've got a choir and all sorts. So they have this little intro, and then it goes into a thing called Un Sassino Malto Silenzo, which is from the Black Halo album. It's very short, but it goes straight into the Black Halo, which is an absolute killer track. I love that track. It's even better live. Staying with that same album, we have Soul Society. Some ripping shredding on that going on. It's great drumming. And then we have two tracks from the Epica album, The Edge of Paradise, Centre and the Universe. Two great tracks that sound so good. Nights of Arabia, brilliant version on here. I do like that. Back to the Black Halo album, which was obviously the album they were promoting for a bit of Abandoned. Solid track. Then we have Forever from Karma, and then Oliver does a keyboard solo which goes straight into The Haunting Somewhere in Time from Black Halo. Excellent track. Another one from Black Halo, Moonlight, followed by When the Lights Are Down, which is killer track. Then from Karma we have Elizabeth parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, the epic that is Elizabeth. Goes through different moods and styles and some great playing on that. Back to the Black Halo album for the March of Memphis Sisto, really good. Karma from Karma, of course, which is pretty good. Then we have a 2-minute 50 drum solo from Casey. And then we have Farewell from Epica to end the proceedings. It's a fabulous live album. Some great guest singings on this. A pretty awesome outfit these are live. Lots of tracks off the Halo album. I do love this album. It's got a great production on it as well. And I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. But my favourite album, and this band seems their live albums get better and better now. This is called I Am the Empire. And it was recorded in Tilburg in 2018. And released in 2020, and there's a DVD to this as well, and it features guest appearances by Lauren Hart, Elias Ride, Alicia White-Glutz and Charlotte Vessels, and it was the first album to feature the new drummer Alex Landenberg. So they've got a new singer as well on this. It's Tommy Karvik. We've got Thomas Youngblood, of course, a new bass player Sean Tibbetts. We've got Oliver Patoli and Alex Lumberg, as we said, guest musicians we've said about. We've got some people on violin. We've got Scarlett Missy on violins, Viola, and Helena on cello. So the first track is this little thing that they must have done for this called Transcendence. It's eerie. It's just one of them typical sort of power metal sort of starts. You know, you can imagine. I don't know what. I haven't watched this yet. I may do. It's just wonderful, and then all of a sudden we go straight into the Phantom Divine Shadow Empire from the Shadow Theory. What a track to open their show with! It's got guts. It's just terrific. Rule the World from Ghost Opera. I love that. I mean, Tommy is a great singer. I mean, Ray was as well, but brilliant. And then we have from Haven Insomnia, which is wonderful. The Great Pandemonium from the Poetry for the Poisoned. Some great tracks off the later albums on here. A brilliant version again of the When the Lights Go Down. Kilo, Tommy's doing a great job taking over from Ray. My Confession from Silk Thorn is brilliant. The Veil of Elysium from Haven, wonderful track. Staying with Haven, we got Under the Grey Skies. Back to the Shadow Theory for Ravenlight. Back to the Haven album for End of Innocence. I like how they keep swapping around some of these tracks. They seem to flow really well. The Martyr of Mephisto from the Black Halo, which is brilliant. Aneem's Amnesiac from the Shadow Theory. Then we have Manus Dai from Silverthorn. Sacrimony from Silverthorn. Really go into it. And then we have this drum and key solo, which is wonderful. The interplay is pretty good. And how it all just flows. Back to the Haven album for Here's to the Fall. Forever from Karma. Burns of Embrace from Shadow. Liar Liar from Haven. And they end up with Mysterism from the Shadow Theory. As I said, even though the lead singer's changing, I think Tommy does a great job with the earlier songs. This album is just symphonic rock because you've got the cellos and the violins. It's a brilliant album to listen to, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.3. Okay, if you've never heard much of Kamelot, if you like symphonic rock type stuff, you're going to like these. They are pretty good. So up next is a brand new album, and it came out last week, and I've been listening to this all week. It's the new album from John Anderson and the Band Geeks, and it's called True. So we'll be having a look at that. So bye for now.